Hey guys, today we're going to take a look at the Ride One Up Portola. You know what, you've probably seen a lot of videos on this out on the web already, and that's because Ride One Up has been doing a media blitz. They've sent these things out to a lot of creators, and I'll be honest with you, I haven't watched any of the other videos. So I started doing that recently. I don't want other creators to influence my own thoughts and views on a product, so I've been kind of staying away from their videos and just experiencing the bike for myself so that I can share that with you. And so that's what we're going to do today. Now first, before we jump into the specs, let's take a look here for a second, because this is a smaller bike and I want you to understand that. You know, and it's 20 by 3 tires, but it's a smaller frame, and the seat goes down really low to accommodate some really smaller riders, and I like that. But it also, the seat post comes up far enough. I'm 6'1", and it can accommodate me just fine. So I'm 6'1", 238 pounds, and this is what it looks like with me standing next to the bike. All right, next, let's consider the color for a second here, because when I first got this, or that it was being shipped to me, I thought it was going to be black, but it's not. It's a smoky, almost like a chocolatey brown, something another color. I mean, you can see it compared to the black cover there on the battery. Just a really cool looking bike. It's kind of unique color, but I like it a lot. I like the looks. It's a great bike so far. We'll get more about that in just a second. So let's go ahead and take a look here. We do have Chaoyang tires, so pretty good tires. They are 20 by 3s, and they got some medium tread there, so I'd say it's medium aggressive. We do have a smaller little headlight on the front, but it does have one, along with suspension forks with a lockout, so I like all that. This bike has a side mounted for the front basket. You got these side mounts on either side, because they have a unique basket that you can put on here. We don't have that basket. We asked for it. We didn't receive it. That's okay. Let's see. We do have quick release front tire right there, and these are hydraulic disc brakes, and that is a 180 millimeter rotor on the front. So well equipped for a smaller bike. Up here in the handlebar stem, this is a folding stem right here, so it folds down into a nice compact size, as well as the frame folds right down there. Now this battery is a little less to be desired, I'll be honest with you. You know, this model right here comes with a 10 amp hour battery. They do make it with an option to have a 14 amp hour battery, and that's what we requested. That's not what they sent us. I kind of understand that, but you know, on the web, it's only $100 more to buy the version to get the 14 amp hour battery. But if you buy the 14 amp hour battery after the fact, they're going to hit you for like $375. So guys, if you're interested in this bike right here, I'm going to tell you right now, get the 14 amp hour battery for $100 more. It's well worth it. Let's move on down here. So we have connection points right down here to add a water bottle or something. We have the extra support right here for the frame, which I like. The plastics, or the pedals are plastic, and let's see, if I remember, those are there. They are folding pedals, but they're plastic. That's okay. Controller is mounted right back here in the back, and the frame is pretty robust. Now you can put 130 pounds back here on the rack, and I like that. Let's talk about that for a minute, because this rack is a little unique, and I'm still trying to get information about it, but there's something here that says Connect Plus, and it's got these mounting points right here. Now, I don't know if this is proprietary to Ride One Up, or if it's just an aftermarket that's available, and they've adapted it, but there's a system out there called Connect Plus, and quite frankly, there's not a lot of information on it. And I looked on their website, and there's not a lot of information on it. It looks like it's a system that allows you to put a bench seat and or easily swap it out to put a basket on there. And the key point here is to easily swap those out. And that's something that we've been needing in the e-bike industry for a long time, to be able to easily take baskets on and off without having to break out wrenches, reaching up underneath there, and trying to undo bolts and screws and things. So I think that's what that is. But again, they're doing a poor job of, you know, just providing that information. And if that is in fact true, then they should have, you know, sent baskets so we could have talked about that, because that's a huge feature, right? Just a huge feature to have available if so. So I hope that's what it is. Hopefully we'll get more information about it. Maybe they'll update the website with more information. That would be nice. Let's go ahead and, and back here in the back, I will share this with you. These are metal fenders, and we do have a working tail light, so I like that as well. Now, let's go up here and take a look at the cockpit area. So cockpit area, pretty standard grips with the palm rest. I like that. This is a thumb throttle, hydraulic brakes. We have a somewhat simple, we've seen this style display before. We'll get back to that. You can easily loosen these up right here to tilt and change the angle of the handlebar grips to make it more comfortable for you. So I like that. Guys, this is an 8-speed. Woo, focus. This is an 8-speed shifter, okay? Finger shifter on top of that on a budget bike. That's just amazing. And we'll talk more about that in a moment too. Let's get back over here. Let's power it up. We're going to hit the power button. Let that go ahead and do its thing. You got the battery right here. You've got the miles per hour. You have the pedal assist level that you're in. Now, did you notice what happened there? I just started the bike, just powered it up, and it's in pedal assist 9. So this display is programmed to remember whatever pedal assist that you were in last. And I think that's a foul. It's just a safety thing. If you power down the display and turn it back on, it should automatically start in 0, in my opinion. This is the first one that I've seen that does this. So you just got to remember when you're done with the bike, go ahead and power it down, put it back in 0. Because the next time you jump on it, you don't want to hit the throttle or hit the pedals and then go zooming off because you're in pedal assist 9. And this came stock as 5 levels of pedal assist. I did go into the display and change it, so now there's 9. And I do that so that you have a little more flexibility as far as your speed that you want to ride in. I will say over here too, the throttle, you can go full speed on the throttle, and you can go up to 20 miles per hour using the throttle, or 28 when you're pedaling. Now let's talk about that for a minute too, and I'll show you some riding footage, but you can comfortably go about 25 miles per hour on this bike with the gear set that it has, considering it's an 8-speed. So I can comfortably roll 25 miles an hour. Anything beyond that, I can still reach that top speed of 28. I just got to really spin my legs kind of fast. But it is a comfortable ride. I will share that. Hey, that's going to be it for here. Let's get out on the road and see what this thing can do. All right, guys, we're going to get this on the road before it starts to rain so we can wrap up this video. I'm going to power it up here again. And there we go. Yeah, this bike is just... it's just easy to ride. I mean, it's so small. I mean, it's almost too small for me, but not really. I mean, I don't get full leg extension. Pretty decent extension, but not full leg extension. But even at this height, I mean, I can easily put my feet flat on the ground too. So I do have the seat up in its highest position already. But the handlebars are pretty narrow. Which is just part of what makes this a smaller, nimble, easy to carry, easy to transport type of bike. So I like that. It's still spaced apart where it's comfortable. And like I said, the grips are nice and comfortable. I didn't mention, but these are locking grips right here on one side. So you're not going to have to worry about those twisting or anything. So right now, I'm just pedaling it manually. We've got it in pedal assist 0, so there's no power going to the bike. I'm not using the throttle. So if it was necessary, you could still pedal this bike to get it home. And I'm in 8th gear, so if I dropped it down, I'll drop it down a couple of gears just to make it a little easier to pedal because it's such a lightweight bike. So I like that. But let's go ahead and bump it up here into pedal assist 1. Give it a little power. Go ahead and jump it up into 6th gear. So that's a nice, comfortable 10 miles an hour. So, I would say if this is if you're someone looking for your first bike maybe, and you want something that goes too fast or too slow, this is a great one to start with because, you can comfortably pedal at a slow speed. And then as you get more comfortable with the bike and your confidence builds, you can take this bike all the way up to 28 miles an hour. So it's pretty nice for that. Let's go ahead and bump it up in the pedal assist 2. Now this is 3, 4, 5. Now most bikes, they only have 1 through 5. But because I went into the settings and changed this so it has 1 through 9 now, it gives you just smaller increases in between each pedal assist, which makes it kind of nice. Over here, I'm going to go ahead and put up in the 7th gear. So again, pretty good pedal cadence there. But it's a comfortable cadence for me. I don't have any problems with that. And we're already at 16. So we're going to go ahead and bump it up into pedal assist 6. Just a slight increase again. Now we're at 17.3. Pedal assist 7 brings us up a little bit more. So now we're going to do, what's that going to be, about 18, almost 19. And over here I'm going to go ahead and pop it up into 8th gear now, so that I can keep a pretty decent cadence there without spinning my legs too fast. So that's a great feature of this bike. So 20 miles an hour, 21 miles an hour, just real comfortable to ride. Nobody coming. I'm going to zip out here. I'm going to use the throttle a little bit to kind of get us going here. Get us back up to speed kind of quickly. Yeah. And that's just in, pedal assist 7. I'm really impressed that the, we got keys dangling here because I didn't cut them off and they're making all kinds of noise. I'm really impressed that they gave us hydraulic brakes on such a small bike, so that's nice. Yeah, those dangling keys are going to drive me crazy. Let's see if I can do something with them here. Get them snatched up in the wires maybe or something. There, maybe that'll hold them. All right, we're going to go out here on a little country road. Looks like we got some landscapers to maneuver around. Let me get this thing up to top speed here. There we go. All right, so I'm in 8th gear over here. We're in pedal assist 7. Going 19. Got to bump it up to pedal assist 8. And then 9. Now here's where you have to really put forth some effort, to get that top speed, because there's a lot of resistance on the pedal. So, I mean, this bike is good for exercise, because even though it's a cadence sensor, you've got pretty good pedal resistance there. I'm doing 25, and my cadence is getting a little fast now. Ghost pedaling is starting to creep in just a little bit, not much, just a little bit. There's 26. So I would have to really get after it. I'd have to really get after it in order to reach that top speed. So maybe they could have done a little something different with the gearing down there. Put a slightly bigger crank on the front maybe to help eliminate some of that. But still, not a bad ride. Not a bad ride at all. You can tell these are 20x3 tires. They don't have the same squish that a 20x4 tire would have. So it's a little firm, but not bad. I mean, that was a pretty rough spot in the road up there too, so not bad at all. Let's go ahead and get this up to speed. We'll just try out those brakes, even though I'm confident that they're going to be just fine because they're hydraulic. It's a small bike. We'll get past this dog here. The bike's easy to handle. I mean, you can kind of zip around however you need to, avoid objects. Okay, we're going to go ahead and hit the brakes here. I'm at 25 miles an hour. Yeah, that grabs real nice. I'll tell you what, I could have locked the brakes up. I don't like doing that, of course. But yeah, felt good. Felt real good. Again, the things I don't like about this bike, because I like everything with it. The things I don't like is not real sure what's going on with the display and why it doesn't go back to 0 on the pedal assist when you shut it off. So I may have to play around with that some more. And the next thing is just the battery size. For some people, a 10 amp battery is going to be fine for you because you don't have a desire to go more than maybe 12 miles or something. But if you think you're going to go further than that, then you definitely want to get the 14 amp hour battery at least. So at least that's an option. Sounds like I got a little noise. What was that? Was that the brakes? That may have been the brakes hanging up. I can't tell. That's a little noise coming from the motor a little bit. or the brakes. I think it's the motor. Not sure. So that was the first. Amanda and I have been riding this bike a little bit, both of us. And Amanda's the one that discovered the whole it doesn't zero out when you turn it off thing. She seemed to like it okay too. Being a smaller bike, you know, it's pretty fun to ride. Big bump right here. No problems with that. Yeah, just a cool little bike. Let's stop right here and take another quick look at it. Oh yeah, lock those brakes up. Take another quick look at it before we sign off here. Yeah, so it's great. I mean, it's got the folding frame like I mentioned. Nice powerful 750 watt motor for such a small bike, so it's got lots of zip. And looks nice. I mean, it's a really nice looking bike. Good build quality from what I can tell. It's got great components. Yeah. Got the Altus derailleur on it, so that's good. So yeah, just overall, just a really good looking bike. I'm happy with it. So I really appreciate Ride One Up for sending it to us so we could check it out along with all the other creators they sent them to. I don't know what they said. Maybe at some point I'll go watch some of their videos to see what they said. But I like it, guys, I do. Here's the thing, $995 for all of this. And if you need a lightweight bike because you live in an apartment or you want to throw it in an RV just to get around the campgrounds, this is your bike right here. This is the one you want because it is lightweight. Because you have that small battery option. And then if at some point you find that you want to go further and you need more battery power, well, you can buy the 14 amp hour battery. It's just going to cost you about $375. So it's better to buy the bigger battery when you order the bike because it's only a $100 increase. So $995 compared to $1,095. So just go ahead and opt for the bigger battery to begin with. I wished Ride One Up had sent me the bigger battery because it's a good riding bike. We would ride this a lot more if it had the bigger battery. But being that it's a smaller battery, you know, it's going to be one of these that we just maybe run down to the grocery store and back or something. But we've got some rides right around our neighborhood, not our neighborhood, but in our area that I'd like to leave my house from and just take off and go. But they're 12, 15 miles, and with my body weight, I just don't think I'm going to be, making it back. So I would definitely have to have that bigger battery. So and it's not going to be ridden as much as some of the other bikes, that's for sure. But that doesn't mean it's not right for you. So make sure you go check it out. Yeah, it's a good ride. Guys, that's going to be it for this video. So go ahead and give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you're new here. Let me know what you think about the Portola. Is this something that you would enjoy? I will see you guys in another video soon. Make sure you ride responsibly and always ride safe. Take care.